Hey, so let's make a big foldable banded waist, like a big banded waist basically. So this is just my starting line and I'm measuring 10 inches on both sides. This will be my hip line. So sorry my marker wasn't visible. I had no idea. I'm going to be giving illustration later again. So this is 21 or you can mark 21.5, which is the hip line, and this is the full length at 45. So I'm going to mark horizontal lines to meet these points I have marked. So now for my waist measurement, actually -1 inches, any divided by 4, your waist divided by 4 -1 inches, your hips divided by 4 -1 inches. That's what I marked there, and make these 2 points meet. Just mark it straight. So now I'm going to go down by 1 inch. This is actually my crotch line. So my crotch line, I marked it at 11 inches, which is 1 inch from my hip line, which was 10 inches. And I'm just connecting it down. And from this crotch line, I'm marking 2 inches away, and I'm just going to curve it with my French curve. So this is basically my crotch. So total of the crotch is at 11 inches. So I'm going to get the full measurement of my crotch line, and I'm marking it on my knee line. So I'm dividing it by 2. This measurement of my crotch full line, I've divided it by 2, which is giving me 5 inches. I mark the 5 inches on each side of this knee line, and I'm going to mark it straight. So the reason I divided my crotch line into 2 and connected it all the way to the full length, like you can see here, is because I want the down to be flare a little bit and the thigh area a little bit fitted. So that's why I did this. So if you have any questions, you can just ask me. If something wasn't clear to you, you can just ask me. So don't worry, I'm going to do an explanation again later since my marker wasn't visible. So I just connected it. I slanted the ruler outward so that I can have that flare effect. So I'm coming down by 1 inch on my center front, and I'm connecting it to the end of the waistline. So there you have it, 1 inch and the waistline. This is the hip line, this is the crotch line, that's the crotch curve, and all the way down. That was basically it. So simple. So I'm just gonna cut that out and open it up. So I folded my fabric into 2, and I went up by 1 inch on the center back, because our waist is not straight. I connected that. So for the back, this thing, I'm going with 4 inches crotch depth. So I extended it by 2 from the front crotch line. I extended it by 2 because my front fabric is placed, and that's it. So this is what we have. I'm going to join the front piece together. You can see the front crotch depth is a bit longer, or yeah, the extension is more. So I'm just going to sew it right there. And this is what you have, right? This is what we have. We're going to do the same thing for the back piece and just place it together. So you have to pay attention to this side. Make sure the seams align, and sew all the way down right there. Like just sew all the way down, and yeah. So there you have it. I'm going to sew the sides now. Like this is almost done, very basic. Yeah, so this is a very stretchy fabric. I had to -1 inch for most of the measurements. So I'm marking my starting point to measure my waist, round waist. So I'm measuring my round waist, and I think it was around 30, so that we can cut out the band. Yeah, so it's 30 inches, and we're going to fold our fabric into 2 and just cut out our band. So for the height of the fabric, I'm just marking the starting point here, starting line, and I'm going to measure all the way till I get 30. So mind you, I didn't add any stitching allowance, like I said. For stretchy fabrics, don't add sewing allowance. So for this band, we're gonna use 6 inches height, and after we